Hey guys, thanks for watching. My name is Riley Wilson and I'm the owner of Wilson Media. Today, I want to talk to you guys about how to manage your video content. Step number one is planning your content out. Planning out your videos makes you look professional because winging it is the number one sign that you don't know what you're actually doing. Whenever you're about to video, just have a plan or a summary of what you want to say in front of the camera. I personally like bullet points because I can just look over, see what I want to say, and then come back. But the best way to set up your TikTok videos is to have these three things in them: a hook, what you're gonna say, and a call to action. Step number two, scheduling. Scheduling out your video shoots makes you more prepared, and as a videographer, this is how I get the most out of my shooting days. I personally like to schedule out around 10 to 30 minutes, depending on how long my video is, in a quiet time. So right now I'm filming around 10:30, and I'm spacing out around 30 minutes where I know it's the quietest. So if your setup's like at your friend's house, at your parents' house, in the middle of nowhere, make sure to schedule it out so you have limited distractions. Number three, setting up your studio. Do not skip this step before shooting your next video. Setting up your studio will limit distractions because when you're in front of the camera, you have a limited amount of time before you're zonked out. I mean, I know guys that film all day, but to a point, you're going to get tired of talking. Unless you like to talk, then just schedule whenever. You set up your camera, make sure the settings are right, make sure your mic's in the right place, that your lights are in front of you and behind you, that everything's charged. That's my biggest thing, is I always forget to charge things. Number four, shooting. Being in front of the camera is tough, but here are three things to do while you're in front of the camera. Number one, be yourself. This is the reason why people are watching your videos. It's because they want to see you. They don't want to see you be Morgan Freeman, unless you're a Morgan Freeman impersonator, but just be yourself and have fun with it. Number two, while you're in front of the camera, keep repeating yourself. Like I said, I have a bullet point and sometimes I miss what I want to say, so I keep repeating it until I get it just right. Number three, work on your tone. You don't want to be monotone in front of the camera, so work on your cadence so you have a little bit more inflection to keep your viewers engaged. Number five, editing. Okay, I got three questions all at once on how to edit your videos. It really depends on your style. For example, I have a client and their style is very upbeat, so they need to have something every few seconds. While my style is a little bit more laid back, very minimal. It might change over time, but I want to see how my audience is engaging to the information I'm putting out. Over time, your style will change, so the best thing to do is always be able to change. If you're editing a certain way and it's not working, you might need to change that. Number six, review your content. Video editing is just like writing a paper. You don't write your paper once and then submit it. That's how you should treat your videos. I am the worst at this. Sometimes I'll just plow through a video, not even look over it, and send it to my client, and then they'll come back with a whole list of things that I need to fix. Just take the time to have 10 minutes to look over that video, get it done, get all those little things out, and then send it. You might still have a list, but it's not going to be as big as you think it will be. Also, having a second set of eyes helps a lot. Have your mom look over it, a friend, whoever, just so you can have an outside perspective of what your video actually looks like. Sometimes whenever you're in the editing room, you are so zeroed in, you have no idea how it actually looks. It might look fantastic and you're beating yourself up because it doesn't look perfect, or it might not look super good and you spent a lot of time on it and you think it looks fantastic. Having that second pair of eyes is priceless. My second pair of eyes are my friends, but who is your second pair of eyes? Number seven, posting your video. You need to be posting your video everywhere. Well, at first. Make sure you're posting on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn. LinkedIn is starving for video content. So even if your videos don't perform well on these other sites, it'll still probably have higher engagement on LinkedIn. But the biggest thing is having your brand out there. As running my business, I'm looking for more clients to put on board, so I mainly post to LinkedIn and places like that. But the reason why you want to keep content coming is to show that you're credible. Now let's say that someone reaches out to you and they haven't posted in like 6 months. You'll still kind of have a little bit of suspicion. But if someone reaches out to you and they posted yesterday, they seem more legit. Am I right? But the biggest thing about posting your content is posting where your audience is. Those are my 7 steps of managing your content. Each step is very important. I hit these all the time whenever I make my videos. So make sure next time, whenever you're about to video, to hit those steps. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and like this post so I can grow organically And if you really like what I have to say, send me an email.